On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
One of those situations, it's 20 of them that failed.
No.
So
if that's
based on those odds,
I don't
would
understand
recommend
that doesn't sound logical to me.
So,
Because
Trill,
the more people you date, the more problems you have when you think.
Are you telling me that you and I are both successfully married and we got but we're telling people not to do what we did?
No, I'm saying that you can because most people are not even at that age to, like, most people don't meet their significant other in high school. Like, if we're gonna keep it G, like that's not a common thing. People don't meet in high school. Oh, we high school sweethearts and get married. That's not that common. Most people meet after they grown already. After I done established some assets, I got a job, I got this. I'm 25, maybe 24, 23. That's when people really start meeting a person. But it like that's not a common story.
But that's
people
because
I had a high school, middle school sweetheart. No.
That's because that's what we established as our cultural norms.
Yes.
But if they don't have those things, then no.
Then that's I mean, I don't think that the age is determining. If you ask me for the qualifications, the age does not determine if they're going to be ready for that.
Wrong. You are absolutely 100%
wrong. What am I wrong about? So name me one thing that it is that
the barrier to entry is not to already have all of the qualities necessary in order to take care of a woman and spirituality and all of that. The goal is to grow together, which is one of the reasons why dudes emphasize that it's important to find a day one, because she's not with you for all of those things that you named. She grows with you and she's earned the right to be called your wife, which makes her more worthy of what it is that you're doing. One of the reasons why Rita is so dope, and I got married when I was 22 years old. I had just turned 22 years old. Most of those things I didn't have. One of the reasons that make her so dope is that she's been my day one, even when I didn't have all of those qualities. I think that it's necessary to have a lot of these qualities when you have kids, but not necessarily have all of those qualities in order to get married. I think it's a difference.
Okay. Which quality did I say that you said that you would disagree with?
Be able to house her, provide for her, all of that. Listen, I don't give a F if you stay in your mom's basement, because the problem with most people is that they doing things that married people do without the responsibility to go along with it.
When you don't think a dude should have a place to stay before he gets married?
I don't think that that's necessary. No.
Okay.
I don't.
We would disagree on that one. But
as a matter of fact, I think that some couples probably need to be under the wings of certain elders in order to understand how you need to move in a marriage situation. As a matter of fact, there are cultures in which people stay with the parents early in their marriage because they need an example of how it is that you need to move in that marriage. You don't think that that would be a dope idea?
I don't disagree with the idea. I was just talking about what it is.
They need to move in marriage.
Are you asking me? Do I think that they should live with somebody that is married before they?
I'm saying that it's not a requirement, or it should not be. That's not the baseline for why you should get married. I don't think so. No.
I'm not talking about why you should get married. I'm talking about that the man should have a place for him and his wife to go live. Right. They should have learned what it looks like to be married, in which hopefully it's not the ideal situation is that they grew up in a 2-parent household. And so they were able to see it. Right. But that's not oftentimes the case in our society. However, the man should be able to say, OK, this is what I believe to be the case. So as far as going and being a provider, part of that is shelter. Right, and not somebody else's house.
I'll give you an example. I know a couple that got married when they was 19 years old.
Me too.
He wound up studying to become a doctor. He had to go through residency. He had to go through additional schooling, all of these different things. But one of the things that was really, really dope is that they was able to understand what the struggle was like together. So then when they got money, they was able to manage it more effectively. But had they not got married at that time, who knows what had happened? Right? Do you think that was a good idea for them to get married early while they was going through the struggle? Or do you think it was necessary for him to wait until he got out of school and then to go and find a wife?
Well, I would have to know their scenario, right? As far as like Were
It
they
was a
ready to
struggle.
be
They
married?
literally lived in their mom's basement.
Yeah, I have no issue with the struggle. I have no issue with that. Right. I mean, they can live in a 1-bedroom apartment, right, and still be able to manage the bills and things of that nature. He's providing. I think that he should. Me personally, I think people should get married earlier, but they have to be prepared for what the journey is. Right.
Mm.
They
Oh,
have to
okay.
be prepared for that. So we can agree to disagree. I think we
Yep.
agree more than you think, though.
Be honest,
I
I think I disagree with both of y'all. If I'm gonna be honest,
This should be interesting.
we said 21, right? 20, 21, 19, those ages that we throwing around. I honestly would not advise that. I wouldn't, because I feel like for every situation that has that fairy tale, oh, I met my girl in high school, and I'm one of them, right? And people be asking me my advice, man, I want to be like bro, you have no idea what it took for us to get here. And the fact of the matter is that when you're that young, it's not even about the ability to provide. It's not about the ability to have a structure, whatever the case may be. I think you don't even really know yourself for real when you're that young. Most kids, because that's what you are at that age, 20, 21, you're a kid still. They ain't done enough self-work to realize who exactly I am and what exactly I desire in terms of what a partner is. A lot of them are emulating what they seen. And then what happens with that is you'll be together for a while and y'all will grow apart more than you will stay together or grow together, if we're gonna keep it G. Because as you get older, you get a little more familiar with what it is that you're comfortable with and who you are. And the messed up part about it is a lot of times that may not be the person that you got into that relationship with early. So now we sticking in this situation out of complacency. We sticking in this situation out of because we got kids together, different things like that. I think people need to spend those younger years finding out who you are. Now, I'm not saying go out here and wild out and act a fool. No. Self-work. What do I want? What do I desire? What do I actually like? What would fulfill me in a person? I mean, in a partner. And when you that young, I don't feel like you can make a legitimate enough decision, or because you simply just don't have the experience to. You hadn't dated enough people. Now there are situations like a mine, like a Anton, to where you meet your girl that young and y'all grow together, go through those bumps and hurdles and ride it out and stick it out and be as good now as ever. But I feel like for every one of those situations, it's 20 of them that failed.
No.
So
If that's
based on those
I don't
odds, I wouldn't
understand
recommend
that doesn't sound logical to me.
So,
Because
Trill,
the more people you date, the more problems you have when you think.
Are you telling me that you and I are both successfully married and we got but we're telling people not to do what we did?
No, I'm saying that you can because most people are not even at that age to, like, most people don't meet their significant other in high school. Like, if we're gonna keep it G, like that's not a common thing. People don't meet in high school. Oh, we high school sweethearts and get married. That's not that common. Most people would meet after they grown already. After I done established some assets, I got a job, I got this. I'm 25, maybe 24, 23. That's when people really start meeting a person. But that's not a common story.
But that's
people
because
I had a high school, middle school sweetheart. No.
That's because that's what we established as our cultural norms.